can you just kind of introduce me a little bit to how your business got started and the opportunity space that you were able to kind of travel into? So what made it possible for you to really follow your dream and start this business?
My what?
Just the kind of the opportunity that you took to get to where you are.
Okay. Um, so taught. I mean, I took a class in middle school. Um, so I've basically everything I'm doing, even in starting a business, is self-taught. And it just I was I guess, in college, and just would make bags for friends. I started kind of doing custom bags, and that really helped me learn how to figure things out on my own, kind of engineer them, and working with customers. And just through that, learning how bags, what features that they like and what's important to them, and functionality and practicality at the same time. And I also had, started getting my own ideas of my style and taste. And so it wasn't until I graduated college I kind of launched a mini collection. I started my website, and because people are like, oh, you should sell them. I'm planning on doing that or making my own brand. I kind of just enjoy doing them for people. But then, I turned it into something, and then it was, I think, a year or two, I think 2 years after that, after I graduated college, then I launched a crowdfunding campaign with my products, and I had a collection that I was promoting, and I connected with a friend, and she kind of like reached out to me because I had just returned from Africa. I had done a service project there, and she said, oh, well, this may be a cool thing you want to do. There's refugees here in Salt Lake, and she connected me to the refugee organizations, and I was able to employ them because she had kind of done small projects before. And so then I kind of ran with that idea and her suggestion. And so for my crowdfunding campaign, the focus was being able to employ refugees and open up a space to teach classes to refugees or just anyone in the community, kind of have an open space for learning. And but using these products, that's their reward in and then supporting. So it was 2014. And since then I've expanded my product line. I've come up with new designs. I've worked with more refugees. The turnover is actually quite often. I'd say about 4 to 6 months, just because of their different job opportunities. Because it's just a part-time thing for them, and it was and still is. I'm still kind of learning how to make it a full-time thing for me and full-time thing for other people.
Absolutely.
I just employ one at a time. Still working on that, and shaping my business model and figuring out how to promote and get the right people. But really, it's about I was able to do it through this friend that connected me to it, having had the experience of working with customers one-on-one to create custom bags, and now I do that. I make prototypes for small businesses. It's really fun. Actually doing one tonight, and then being able to have my own collection, and that humanitarian trip that I had gone to Africa. I've done similar ones in India twice. I just got back this summer, about a month ago, and teaching sewing to women in India.
That is so awesome.
With nonprofits, and that's been a really neat part of what I do, at least in recognizing I'm a volunteer, kind of half volunteer for it, in the companies I go with, but I do bring a team. I promote and have other team of makers and people come, and so I'd like to do more of that for sure, because that's a blast.
Well, that's awesome.
So hopefully kind of a rundown of how it came about and what I do now.
As far as just the different values of your business, how do you make sure that your customers' needs are also satisfied while you're making sure that you're taking care of the refugees that are working for you?
So, my customers' needs and my and the refugees. I make things very simple. That's just in my design. Um, like I said, practical, functional, stylish, um, so that it is an easy learning curve for those that I teach, the refugees I employ. So it's a quick learning curve for them, and they have sewing experience prior to working with me, at least so far, just because of my time balance and theirs as well. So it's mostly those that have prior sewing experience from their country or maybe another country that they found refuge in. Um, and so I make my designs easy, and I also do that so that keeps the cost down of the product because I use leather and that's expensive already. Um, and so I try to keep my designs simple, but with like the shapes and silhouettes and maybe some other materials I combine with it to make it look more interesting and affordable. That's the main thing, is affordable for my customers because, yeah, leather is expensive, but if they want leather, I try to implement it in a way that keeps it at low cost for them to have it.
Awesome. Okay, that's way cool. And then has it been easy for you to distribute your product? Like, how has your experience been as far as just getting everything to your customers?
It's easy. I have, like you've seen, I have a website, and I also do local markets here in Salt Lake City. I have one. I've been doing the Sugar House Farmers Market, and I've done Craft Lake City. I've done different like holiday specific ones, and so people can like hold and touch the bags and know firsthand what the bag is like, and that's how locally that's how you grow a brand. I feel like, especially with such a local cause. But in getting them to people, shipping isn't a problem. I've shipped around the world. I just adjust like the shipping costs, and I even have boutiques, online boutiques that are out of the country, and I'm able to do that, and I'm open to that because I want more people. I want people all over to hear about and to know about my products.
Definitely.
So distribution is easy because everything's in house. I have control of everything and I manage everything, so I know where everything's going.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Everything coming in too. Yeah.
And then how do you see your business really just developing and adapting? I know there must have been just an amazing curve and being able to watch it get to where it is today. Do you see anything kind of changing in the future, or do you have any other goals for yourself?
I feel like I'm still small. I don't have the audience that I'd want, especially the sales. Like, even though my Instagram and social media is like a sufficient number, more so the interaction and actually purchasing and communicating to people who they're supporting and what they're supporting. And so that's my goal this next 6 months to a year, is making sure that that's communicated well, and that that they understand who's making it. And so I kind of want to perfect that. But I also want to expand travel opportunities. So